All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tales from a Degen. I am JJ Liberman. I am a true degenerate, which I actually say in... I feel like, I don't know the words. I always get lost for words, but in a... what's the term? Before I even want to bring you on. An accepting way? I have two fucking smarter people than me. Endearing. Yeah, so I say degenerate as in an endearing term, but I feel in a good way. And our Degen for the episode is very funny comedian. Again, with the real, I love the real, so that's why I want to have you on as officially the first guest. Derek Drescher, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
All right, so we can do a little backstory of, obviously you probably get asked to do a lot of podcasts because of your story of who you are as a comedian, but you started in the game a lot older than most comics, similar to me. I started in my 30s, but there was a reason for that.
Yeah. I started, and let me see, I'm 41 now. I started when I was 36.
So this is 5 years ago.
5 years, yeah. 5 years, I had about... I was on heroin for part of my adult life. So from the time I was like 12 to 33, it was just institutions, drugs, trouble, you know what I mean? And then I turned 33, I got clean, I stayed clean. I've been clean since I was 33, I have about 8 years. No drugs or alcohol.
So true degenerate behavior.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was a dirtbag.
Yeah, good. That's great.
Scum fucking bag.
See, this is the thing, though, and you've probably dealt with this. And again, my apologies. I'm going to blame our producer who only brought one fucking microphone, and so now Derek has to hunch over.
I don't have to hunch.
You don't have to hunch. Okay, cool. Yeah. Producer throwing in some jabs from the background. But no. It's so interesting because I always felt when I was growing up, but you grew up in a rough area in New York.
Yeah, I grew up all over New York, but yeah,
it was rough,
really bad areas.
So, for you, probably how
institutions? I mean, the juvenile detention were the worst places I grew up.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Why? Because of the people or the people running it?
The people running it, and then
scumbags,
and then also when you're a child. And you're on that side of the fence living that life, you're ruthless. So you're just with a bunch of little... It's like, we used to call it gladiator school.
But that's true, though.
Yeah.
So, every time I watched Shawshank Redemption, the warden was the biggest scumbag, and all the prison guards were scumbags. In juvie, that's similar to how it is. It's just...
In juvie, like, you ever see the movie Sleepers with, like, Kevin Bacon? And so they...
I love Kevin Bacon because he
plays a scumbag in it.
No, you know why I love Kevin Bacon? You ever watch JFK?
Yeah.
Where he was in gold.
He's painted gold?
Yeah, I was 12 years old.
He was doing like weird sex shit, right?
Yeah, that was my kind of shit.
So he was doing weird sex shit in Sleepers also. He was a guard. So these kids, they steal a hot dog cart, playing around, they push it down the subway, and it hits the guy, kills him. So they all go to juvie. And the guards are like fucking raping them, making them suck their dicks and shit like that. Like, I'm not saying that it happened as bad in the movie, but things like that did happen in juvie.
Yeah, Teeters. I mean, obviously, when you give people power, this is a thing about I found out about why Canada, what they did. I think we were talking about this on the podcast.
With the Native Americans.
With the natives, is that when you take these guys and you put them in, when they think you're worth nothing, like these guards probably thought you were just worthless fucking scumbag kids. They're like, fuck them. They don't... I mean, how many of those guys... There had to be a few of them that were like... They actually had empathy towards your situation. But
very few.
But very few, right?
Very few.
Very few. But that's the thing, like, I found growing up in life. So I grew up... I was raised in a very conservative... Now, I'm not religious. Mm-hmm. The only thing I really like to follow is Buddhism and Stoicism, but more so for the actual...
You're a Jubu.
I'm Jubu. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's like Jewish people who, like, practice Buddhism. Yeah.
No, but I look at Buddhism and Stoicism as actual, like, great principles, opposed to Judaism. I was so against it because I was raised by conservative Jews. Like, there's different factions of Judaism.
Liberal, there's like Reform Jews, conservative, Orthodox,
and even like the super Orthodox, right?
Yeah.
And I just
modern Orthodox also.
and I would go to synagogue growing up, and I knew to me something was wrong because I would look at all these people and they were just so fucking conservative Jews or like middle class Jews to upper class Jews. They were just to me, these people, when I saw them in synagogue, I didn't know what it was, but they came across as so fucking phony to me. And I didn't like it. I didn't like the people. Like, you couldn't say fuck, shit, cunt, right? Like, who is this blasphemous kid? I'm like, fuck you. Like, I played baseball. They all thought it was weird. I didn't want to be a lawyer or a doctor.
Conservative Judaism is boring.
Yeah.
Liberal, or the Reform Judaism, which is filled with like a lot of liberal people, that synagogue it's wild. It's not wild like people are cursing, but you just got, you have people who come from all different sects of Judaism that now like follow Reform. Like I saw this like gay Hasidic dude at synagogue, and he used to pray crazy, man. He would like do the rocking and all that shit, but he was gay, so he was kicked out of the
maybe
Hasidic
that's why
community.
I was rocking.
Yeah, I mean, and
Something
then there's like lesbian Jews and trans Jews in there, and so I used to go to a LGBTQ synagogue.
Really?
Because in Jewish
which we do not condone, bringing the two worst of the worlds together.
So this Jewish tradition, right? Like, and I didn't practice Judaism when I was younger, because I'm half Puerto Rican, half Jewish, right? So it's like there is both. I got Catholics on one side, Jews on the other. We did Hanukkah, but we also did Christmas. You know what I mean? So I didn't really get in touch with Judaism until I was older. While I was doing my first few years in comedy, I was also going to synagogue. And the old Jewish tradition is that there should be a synagogue within walking distance of your place of work. So the synagogue that happened to be within walking distance of my place of work was an LGBTQ synagogue, and it was very eye-opening for me.
Yeah,
and also I'm not going to say I was homophobic or anything like that, but I also didn't fraternize much with too many
gays. Well, but again, and we're gonna jump like this is what I love about podcasting. With like, this is how we talk almost in life, where people are like, well, you jump from one topic to another. I'm like, but that's how we that's how we converse or conversate.
They loved that I, had a troubled past when, was being a reformed criminal.
But that's my whole fucking point is that. So I grew up in this conservative upbringing, middle class family.
Well, you're not conservative at all, so
I'm not conservative because I was always looked at as the black sheep.
Right.
But I'm like, but what kind of fucking dirty shit are you people doing? Because everyone's doing some kind of dirty shit, right? And I don't mean that necessarily in a bad way, but you're like, we all got...
Nobody is perfect, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, how good can you dress it up on the outside?
And that's what it seemed like when I was raised in this area. The phoniness to me is not the implants, the lips, the fake ass. The phoniness to me, but no, the phoniness to me is the people who like you can't even be fucking honest with who you are, and then you make me feel like it's like the guy in grade school who would say, "Oh, I don't jerk off," and then I'm like, "Well, then what's wrong with me? I do it 8 times a day." You know, like.
Well, that's probably a little excessive, I would imagine.
Well, right. I mean, sure, but there were days when I was studying, but no, that's to me what bothered, and that's what I like about you because you're not. I feel like you're not ashamed for what. No, it's just part of life. I actually feel like for comedy, it's been great. I feel so grateful for my past.
Because you have things to talk about. Like a big part of my life getting clean was like just being honest, right? Like I wasn't able to get my feet under me and like, cause I couldn't live life in society. I could not. I was either on drugs somewhere or getting locked up and put in jail. That's just what my life was.
Right.
I could not live a regular life.
So either was the dopamine rush.
Yeah, it was just, I had like the trauma from when I was a kid. I didn't want to fucking feel it. I didn't want to deal with it, so I would do drugs.
What, just family stuff?
Oh, family stuff. Like, the thing that really kicked me off down the bad road was like both my parents worked multiple jobs while I was growing up, so I stayed with my grandmother a lot. And my grandmother passed away. I was like 12, and I just didn't have the ability to like express how much pain I was in.
Right. Because that was who raised you.
I mean, she played a big part in raising me.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was with her so much. You know what I mean? And And it wasn't like my parents weren't there. They were just fucking busting their asses.
Yeah.
My mother
No, I
worked in
get
a
it.
factory. She was a waitress. My father did concrete work, metal work. You know what I mean? They were just trying to build a life. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's probably the biggest problem right now is that nobody's around and
And I started drinking at a very young age.
Really?
Yeah. I just didn't know. I couldn't express how I felt. I guess I just didn't have it in me. Now I know how to express how I feel.
yeah, comedy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
same thing with the gay shit with me. I knew, by the way, you can see me. Can you see? Okay. I knew something was fucked with me. Like, I knew I was different.
Right.
But I couldn't talk about it because this is like the 80s and the 90s. So I was playing baseball. I was in high school playing baseball. I got to college to play baseball. I was like, something's wrong with me compared to, I knew what it was, but I couldn't talk about it because it was like, again, it was a blasphemous thing to be a fucking queer and be in baseball, in my conservative family, to the point where like, yo, it didn't even feel, my mom used to take me to her barber, her hair, not barber, what are them fucking theater gays called? The hairdressers?
Yeah, salon.
Yeah, and I could tell he was fucking gay. And I'm like, ugh, I didn't want any at AIDS too.
Well, you weren't a feminine. You're not feminine.
No.
Yeah, you're not
But
feminine.
that's the thing. And that's why when I first told my mom, she was like, one, she said you're going to die of AIDS. And then two, she's like, you're not. You're going through a fucking phase.
Right, you're not really gay.
Yeah, you're not really
I mean, AIDS was scary back then.
Bro, this
People
barber
were-
used to cut my fucking hair. He was like tall and skinny and gay. And this is how crazy it was. He said, because my mom said, oh, he has cancer. And I even fucking knew that wasn't.
That he was HIV.
Yeah.
I remember the clinics, man. I mean, and AIDS was just cutting a fucking path.
Don't you
It was
feel so lucky?
killing everybody? That I don't have AIDS. I mean, I don't engage in those activities.
But I thought you were doing
I'm
needles.
joking around. Fucking around. Needles. I cannot believe I never got.
How many needles you do?
I mean, that's how many needles?
Yeah, like how? What
A
if you
day?
were? No, if
so
you were
my
to
thing with
guess.
me with my needle, right? My needles, like I used to go to CVS to get them. I get a 10-pack. I used to get I think it was like a 10 gauge, but I like a long. I like the long one.
Yeah. You like needles how I like cocks. I like them long.
It's long and thin.
Long.
I would try to keep the same needle for as long as I could. But dude, you could just get sick from using your own needle, like all kinds of shit, germs and everything.
Right,
get
yeah,
in there.
bacteria. This
You
shit
get,
bacteria.
you could get the cotton fever, because when you would mix your heroin up, you put. I would take like a piece of a cigarette filter, drop it in the spoon, and I would pull my heroin up through that cotton. But like if a piece of cotton gets in your vein, you're gonna get sick. It's gonna cause an infection. But yeah, Hep C, HIV. I know people.
But don't you feel so fortunate? That's how I feel right now with because the amount of people that I had unprotected sex with is in the hundreds. And now I feel so grateful. Like I dodged such a big bullet because right now life would be so different. Just COVID.
Right.
Like COVID, I'd still have to wear a mask. I'd have to be careful doing this. And I feel so fucking fortunate. Like, does that never cross your mind?
Well, I remember there was this one time I was sick. I copped. I had no needle, and I remember there was this place where it was like a shooting gallery. A shooting gallery where a bunch of people would shoot dope.
Yeah.
And there was like this ballast underneath this porch, and there was like needles in there. And I grabbed one. I've used puddle water, toilet water to mix my heroin. Yeah, I'm definitely fortunate.
So you always needed water to mix it.
You need water to mix, yeah.
So, but
some people cook. I just mix.
Right.
Yeah, I just mix.
Isn't that but don't you look back? Sometimes this is how I look, when I lived in the closet till 35. I look back and I romanticize about how it was pretty wild. Like in not a terrible way. I feel fortunate. But there's also a big difference between going to a gay club in your 20s closeted and just mixing toilet water for your...
The younger guys who came out in where I lived, they had a hard time. Like the ones that were out, were hey, I'm gay.
Oh yeah.
They got fucked with a lot.
Right.
A lot, yeah. So I totally understand why you would not want to. Even nowadays, bro, gay people still get fucked with.
Yeah, sure, but everyone gets fucked with.
Yeah, it's true.
Everyone
it's getting spread everywhere.
No, but everyone. This
it's
is
even spread on the bread.
To me, I always think like this. I mean, everyone's worst is their worst.
Right.
Right. Like whatever that expression is. Like what you've gone through, like these fucking bitches. That
Oh,
come to-
everybody's pain is their pain. I got you.
Right, like
yeah.
all these fucking people that come. We're sitting in a comedy club, and some of these people, we're in Brooklyn, and some of these fucking people come here, and they tell you, they like, you shouldn't say that on stage. That really affects me. Like, motherfucker, do you know what I've went through my whole fucking life? That you're gonna dictate what I can say, and then they get offended, even when it's not about them, on behalf of something. Like, man, just, you know.
Louis was on, I forget what podcast he was on a couple weeks ago, but he said, he's like, everything that is said in this room for the next hour and a half, like, is okay. Like,
Yeah,
that's
is.
the rule. That's what this is. This is a place for us to come and not care about anything, and everybody's gonna get it.
We're
You know
all on
what
the
I
same
mean?
page.
Yeah.
But that's when you're, you know, like I said, well, when I open for Ryan Long, who draws fans, it's a big difference than going to be in a club on a Saturday night that's a showcase show,
Right.
because his fans want it. I posted a clip today where a guy goes, holy shit, this is Ryan's opener. And I said, yeah, that's what your friends do. Your friends become famous, and they bring their
bring you with you.
They bring the retard friends with them to help them out, right?
Yeah, Gaines was always he always talks to me and Gio about that. He's like, you know, you guys just keep working, keep it in, you know, keep doing what you're doing. One of you will get traction, and then
you
that's
keep it
how
in
goes,
house.
and then you keep it in house.
Yeah. So this was the interesting thing. I thankfully I didn't forget about this. One of the things, you know, with your history, the one biggest thing I battle with, I think, because I was like living in the closet so long, I was angry for so long.
Were you angry that you were bisexual?
No, I think, well, first of all,
Because you're not all the way gay.
I thought I was. I did most until comedy, basically.
Really? You never had sex with chicks?
3, not,
4.
but I
didn't enjoy it.
I know, I was fine. I was just like,
More into guys.
yeah. Well, it was just easier.
It's hard being gay on a baseball team, huh? All them big glutes, huh? And quads.
It was difficult, but yeah, that was a struggle, and I was.
And you caught? Did you catch?
Yeah, I caught. I was angry at the world for like.
Was that ever hard for you catching the guy's cock? Is this right there?
There's only one guy, Adam Sidebottom. I hope I should.
Adam Sidebottom.
Sidebottom was his name. He went to. This is when I went to SUNY. I added him on Facebook after. I was so into this guy. He played on another team. Cortland, SUNY Cortland, Division III baseball. And I would just stare at him. We played them in my junior year, and we played them in my senior year. This is how sick I am. I remember this one guy from my junior year, and
you would catch, and he'd come up to bat, and you'd be like, you'd be like curveball inside.
No, I didn't say nothing. I just looked at him.
Hey, babe.
I would literally like be in the, because you're in the crouch, and I would peek in my eye, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's.
What was his name?
Adam Sidebottom.
You'd be like, Adam, we're gonna put this one in the dirt. Don't sing.
But no, I remember after my senior year, I fucking followed him on Facebook.
Is he gay too?
No, he's straight. But that's why it was so weird. He's like, hey, I played. But then I think he blocked me or something.
Oh, yeah, because he figured out.
Oh, man, I was into like...
Well, you do get wild on the social medias.
Oh, yeah. This was crazy stuff. I once created... a hotornot.com profile of a chick. Oh, dude, this is how fucking crazy I am.
Oh, you were catfishing people?
I caught fish so many. This is like 2005. So if this is illegal, this is for the purpose of comedy. If this is not, then cool.
It's true.
Then it's true. But Steph Hottie 22 was her profile. I used 3 pictures. I don't know how I found them off Yahoo groups. That was like a big thing. And I used 3 of her pictures in bras to catfish so many dudes to go on to MSN. Did you ever use MSN chat?
No.
MSN chat?
I was incarcerated for all that stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, the fucking glory day. But I would go on to catfish straight dudes. That's how fucking like ill I was in the head.
I mean, it's not. Look at what happened with fucking Manti Teo.
Yeah.
What was his name? Manti
Teo. That was a crazy story. Yeah. But now I know, like, yesterday at a club, I know how fucked up it was, but I was also like 21. I didn't know. It wasn't right. Like, well, 25.
I mean, you were battling with your homosexuality.
Yeah, it was a struggle. Yeah. And that's where I actually...
Doesn't make it okay, but...
It doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
But that's where I do actually show empathy to, even though that chick, what that chick did to Manti Teo was fucked up, I kind of get it, right? Like, it's like...
The fact that she transitioned, though, she just made me mad.
Yeah. But I was angry at all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I was angry, and you don't see. This is with the funniest story, because I was telling someone a story after he met you. Oh, I was telling Che. I'm like, yo, this dude is. It's always, because to me you're one of the nicest guys I've ever met, and then I've seen you snap once.
Oh yeah.
Remember at Max?
Oh, you were there for that.
I was sitting there.
Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Bro, I've never. So that's where I want to say that, like, the anger. Like, you don't have that in you anymore, like, for all those years for the struggle.
I mean, you saw it.
No, but I'm saying, is that something that you deal with on a like
I wish that didn't happen that night because, like, and this is the thing. Like,
so tell the circumstance what happened, because I knew you had that in you.
right.
I just didn't know if that was still, like, in me. I don't snap.
And it was noticeable, but it was nowhere near as bad as it could have gotten.
Oh, I know.
And it has nothing to do with who did it. It could have been anybody. It's just like I have some like things from being institutionalized that are still instilled in me. And it's also that you can't let anybody like.
He grabbed he put his hand on your food.
He put his hand in my food.
Like as a joke. Like he was being young and
No, he's my friend and he thought that we were cool like that. And I'm not saying we're not cool like that, but something just clicked to where nobody touches my food.
Like you snapped.
I know.
And he didn't get it. This was the thing that became uncomfortable for me. I actually didn't think you were in the wrong.
Yeah. A couple people didn't think. But the thing is this, if me and you were sitting here eating fries and you have one of my fries, like, we're friends.
Yeah.
That also happened to me at work once. I was eating fries. The boss at the time reached over my shoulder and grabbed a fry, and I went, like, I was like, you ever put your hands in my food again, I'll break them. And he was like.
But that's a code thing, all right?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he was my friend was good. Like, if somebody did that to you while you're, like, incarcerated, you fight.
Yeah.
On the spot.
Because
like,
they're trying to do a power play, right?
Well, my mother used to, when I would come home from being incarcerated, my mother would scream at me because I would eat like this, hunched over with my plate here, and I would fucking shovel the food.
Come on.
Yeah, dude, because I want to eat, get my fucking, what do we used to call it? My sustenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothered while I eat. I want my sustenance. I'm refueling myself, and I want to go on my way. I don't want to deal with anybody else.
So that's how fights start over her, like.
Yeah, people will come up and try to steal your food.
So it's just a testing thing. It's an alpha thing.
Yeah, dude. If you give someone your food,
oh,
it's a wrap. For
you're giving
dude.
them everything.
Everything. They're gonna take your sneakers. They're gonna take
your ass pussy.
Maybe. I never. So on the East Coast, there's no that rape stuff. Doesn't really happen.
Oz fucked it up.
Oz was actually meant to be upstate, but that was also a max, upstate New York. But the rape was bigger in New York, I think, in the 70s and the 80s. I think it's still a thing on the West Coast. I'm not completely sure. I don't want anybody to get upset with me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really. There is gays in prison. They hold hands in the yard and get married and shit like that. Yeah.
Don't they get fucked with though?
Not really. So this is the thing, right? Like, there's no reason really for this, and this is just how it goes. Like, you know, the gays have their own TV usually. Mm-hmm. You know, like,
well, where are you gonna watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
Yeah, so like if you're straight, you don't watch TV with the gays.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's not just an in-jail thing.
Yeah. And sometimes they'll have complete gay units.
Right.
Like the whole unit is
well,
gay.
they have the HIV units.
And they have the HIV units, yes.
But they have to, right?
Yeah.
They have to because it's...
Yeah, they can't just keep giving AIDS to each other.
No,
you know what I mean?
but it is dangerous. No, but it's... To me, there's certain things that are fascinating to me. One, it is the incarceration, although I haven't watched any of the... And then like the mafia stuff too. Those two worlds are really fascinating to me.
I only came across 2 guys who, you know, may have been involved in that. Yeah.
No, but just
both very nice guys.
But the temper thing is until probably a year and a half ago during COVID. That's the one thing I think saved me is that I had to start figuring out how to deal with my temper because I would snap.
Dude, I need to work on it. So I'm going to be honest with you, right? So I was very like militant about my reform once I got clean and I started to get in shape and all that stuff. Because a lot of times, like I would go into, you know, either a jail or a program fucking real thin, junked out from heroin, you know, not eating.
So you don't eat when you're...
then once you're done being sick and they put you on whatever medicine that you're going to be on and you start eating, like I would get fat. Like I would gain like 40 pounds in a month, and it would just be gross. And once I started, like, I was like, I'm clean. I'm going to start taking better care of myself. Like, I got in shape. I was just militant. I was like, this is my life. Like, I'm working on my recovery. I'm taking care of myself physically. I was running marathons and all that shit.
Oh, that's amazing, dude.
Yeah. And I was like so on top of my emotional intelligence. Comedy has made my emotional intelligence waver. I can't say comedy has, it's my own fault. Because the more I'm doing comedy, the less time I have for recovery stuff. So I gotta really stay on top of it, but that's on me. That's nobody else's fault.
So when you're
like that night that happened when I snapped, it's happened a couple of times since then.
Really?
Yeah, I took a swing at one of my very good friends.
Comic?
Yeah.
Based off what?
Well, he knew how to get me upset. He told me to suck his dick, which is a big no-no. You don't say that where I come from. I mean, you fight.
Is that before the incarceration or during incarceration?
Even just when I was young. When you were young, like kids, it was just like you never invite anybody to your genitals. If they do that, you have to fight. Like
really?
That it could actually get your life taken.
And that again, a power play.
Yeah, if someone tells you to suck their dick, you don't.
So why do you think? Man, that's crazy.
Why did my friend say it?
Yeah,
because he was pissed at me and he knew it would get me going.
But why? That's your boy.
I know. Well, we were in an argument. I was saying nasty shit to him too.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't hit him.
Yeah.
But I did take a swing.
It's such a. But that's. And
this is the thing. You got to remember. Like I can't be doing shit like that.
No, it's not good.
It's not good. It's an emotional. It's an emotional relapse.
Yeah, I deal with dude. It's this thing we're talking about off cam is like, or off the mics is like, man, you see certain people, they think they fucking know, and I ain't shit. I ain't shit in comedy, but I've done it a long time and I know what I want. But they think they know just because they get some stuff, and there are times where like my blood fucking boils. And I have to tell myself, don't say it, right? You have to walk away from the fucking computer. Like I'm doing a show on Monday and it's all male lineup and some chick wrote, this is the only time I did, but I did it in like tongue-in-cheek way, so it wasn't so bad. Some chick wrote, one of you, for the Halloween show, one of you going to dress up as a woman because it's an all-male lineup? I say, yeah, I'm actually identifying as a woman. Now I'm going to be able to get shit gifted to me in comedy, right? Like, you want to play this fucking game? You want to play that? We'll play the fucking game, right? But I said it literally in a tongue-in-cheek. But if they want to really go to battle with that, where I was telling the chick, I'm like, yeah, there's some clubs that they have to book so many women. And like, she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what's the word? Impervious? What's the word where you don't even impervious? Is that the word?
Impervious means like that you can't be like you're impervious to pain. You are.
Yeah, impervious to the situation. You don't see what's going on when some clubs are like their mandate is to book 50% of the lineup of women, and I'm like, you don't see that it's every 9 dudes it's one chick, and so you're saying this is. She's like, but it's not right representation. I'm like, but the representation isn't 50-50.
Yeah. I've seen that shit go out the window though. It's so funny. Like, can we get more women on the show? And then like somebody gets a chance to book somebody, they book their boyfriend, a woman.
Oh yeah. Right. Exactly. And that's the other thing too that always would make me upset in Toronto during the first fucking movement of we're gonna bang this soon, but during the first movement of like let's making more comedy diverse. And this white guy saying that thing, but they're still doing their shows. And I'm like, why don't you give up your fucking spot then?
Yeah.
If you want to make the show more diverse.
I just want to be clear. I would never.
Make it more.
I would never give up my spot for anybody.
No, I book shows. Yeah. I have a dirty show, and I book it with the best comics that I think should be on the lineup and in consideration with who's coming to the crowd. So, yes, I think a diverse show is super important. But I also... if there is a show where I have like 5 dudes and 1 chick, that's the fucking show.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. The show I'm doing for the New York Comedy Festival, like we got us, me and Gio, 2 ex-cons. We got Sam
That's
Santos.
diverse.
Yeah. Puerto Rican, like street therapist type girl, fucking hilarious. And then we have Ralph Barbosa. He's had friends be in prison. Oscar Aiden, a gay Arab, you know what I mean? Yeah. Daphne Springs, black lady, fucking hilarious.
Really?
On tour with Cat Williams right now. And Jeffrey Asmus, the only funny white man.
Yeah, that's
So, I mean, you can't get more diverse than that, but all those motherfuckers are funny.
Yeah.
They're on the show because they're fucking murderers. It just so happened it played out so diverse, you know what I mean? But that's never whenever I book a show or I'm on a show, I never look at like, oh, there's only one lady on this show.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Listen, I think a lot of you should quit because and I'm not just saying women, men, women, straight dudes, gay dudes, Puerto Ricans. And if you're talking about recovery in your comedy right now, just stop. All right, because you're gonna relapse. I'm the only one that's gonna stay clean.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm the only.
What?
I'm the only comedian who will maintain his recovery.
Okay, we're
being an idiot.
We're gonna get out here, but let me ask you: do you take that offense when it's like the show's like for degenerates? Do you feel that?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Because I could be more degenerate if I need to.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that though? Like we gotta get out of here, but
I could talk about so much shit.
But is
I could
that
talk about being a Puerto Rican Jew. I could talk about prison. I could talk about
the actual. No, I'm gonna have you on. I want to get one out. Like start doing this. Part of the challenge for me is like
I want to be with my people.
Yeah, I want to get this going, and I want to. Obviously, when I thought about doing this, I thought you'd be an incredible guest for this reason.
I hope I was.
Of course, but do you struggle with this on a daily basis to like the recovery to not
get high.
To not get high.
I haven't felt an urge to do heroin or anything like that in a while. When I was at Skankfest, there was a point where everybody was on shrooms, and I was like, you know?
You think that will set you off, though?
I highly doubt if I did shrooms, it would make me want to do heroin. But, like, you know, I have a disease of addiction, and it was talking to me, and I went and just...
How do you get away when you hear it?
I decompressed. I went to the hotel and chilled for a little bit.
What, you meditate or anything?
Sometimes. I'll do breathing, or I'll just relax.
Yeah.
You know, relaxing is a form of meditation. You can meditate while you walk, too.
Yes, walking meditation is really good. The Wim Hof's really good for me.
Yeah.
I find the Wim Hof.
Wim Hof method.
Wim Hof, the other thing that I think has changed my life when I really need it, because there's a lot of comics, we talk about the New York sad boys. They're all happy to be sad boys. Yeah. And I'm like,
I hate that shit.
I hate that stuff.
You don't know what sad is.
Yeah. Nah.
I shouldn't say that either. Because
No, but yeah, it's is the hot yoga. Hot yoga.
Hot yoga's great.
Yeah, I don't feel.
Every time I go to yoga, the instructor will always come to me and say some wild shit like, "Oh, look, you're such a rebel."
Really?
Yeah, I could tell you're a rebel.
Really?
Yeah.
The chicks or the dudes?
Chicks. Chicks, man. Chicks love a dude who's been fucking locked up, especially in this town.
What do you think that because you do teach?
I work at a gym that only hires formerly incarcerated individuals, ex-cons.
Ex-cons.
Yeah.
The women go there. What do you think they're... Now, we don't want to get you in trouble on a professional level.
I've had sex with my clients.
But women go there for the appeal. Like this whole idea that women want a soft, emotional guy. No, women want a man.
And I'm very mean in my classes.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, so I have I'll start the first 20 minutes. I'm usually very, very intense.
60-minute class?
It's a 45-minute class.
Oh, that's not bad.
Like 2 breaks.
Yeah.
And they're only like 10, 15 seconds.
Pure hit, basically, for 45.
It's hit that you could do inside of a prison cell.
Wow.
That's what it was designed as. Yeah, 6x9
squats.
cell. Burpee squats.
Push-ups.
Yeah, you don't need to move.
Lunges.
To do anything.
Yeah. Forward lunge, in-place lunges.
Simple movements. I ramp them up a little bit, but there's always modifications where you could keep them simple
So it's treated like it's a cell. It's
a cell.
So you get to call them whores?
No.
Like, hey, do a burpee, you fucking whore.
I've never done that, but I will say things like, sometimes they'll want you to fix their form, and I go, I'm not fucking touching you. I go, I've been arrested a lot of times. I'm not going to get arrested for fucking any sex shit. I go, and I'll just yell the right form into them. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I'm not, you know. But
please.
Yeah, I've never called them whores, but they do like it when I'm rough, and then I tail off. I will start cracking jokes and being light with them later in the class.
I would actually, that's the one thing.
You can come to class whenever you want.
Cool, we'll do that. But anyways, Derek Drescher, I find him, again, this is the start of something that I think this is no different than any other fucking thing. But I just want a place where people come on. It's hard for, I don't want comics who come on and then they tell me after, hey man, you have to delete that. I don't.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Because this is the thing with me, right? Like, I have.
Well, I know you're not going to do it, but
Yeah.
that's what I want to create. I want to create a place where people can go. And again, we'll have you on and we'll go deep. I love the fucking deep, dark stories. I think that's what makes.
Like, I'm
brilliant.
doing well as far as staying clean from drugs, but I make a lot of fucking mistakes, boy. Let me tell you. Yeah. Like, you see, the time I get mad at people. Like, I don't want to be known as that. And that shit can fuck you up. And not just in comedy, in any aspect in life. Oh, we don't know about Derek. He's a loose cannon. You know, he's a wild card.
Well, but with
there was a lot, and I know you want to cut, but like a lot of my friends that I knew who were doing good when I was young, they got married. I wasn't invited to the weddings.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like, dude, we don't know what you're gonna do.
But that was when you were a partier.
Partier, yeah, and a criminal, absolutely. I've ruined a couple of my friends' weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Dave. But you've been married 3 times since then, so go fuck yourself. It didn't work out anyway.
You ruined the good ones.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Derek Drescher, as seen on plugs away.
On the Gate podcast, it's a podcast with me and Gio Perez, 2 jailbirds that became jokesters. You know, follow it. Subscribe on YouTube. 2301 Comedy. Me, Gio, and Sam Santos. Shows at the Stand every month. You can get tickets at standnyc.com.
And if you're here, you know where to find me. So no fucking plugs. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends.
Thanks, buddy.
That was all right.
Was it good?
I thought so. Yeah. I think
you have the clip. Scott what? What's his name? Scott Appleman?
Oh, Adam Sidebottom.
Adam Sidebottom. That's the clip. That's the clip.
A few things. No, what I was thinking at the end, I actually have to press the issue to tell the fucking story of the heroin stuff was fantastic though. Yeah. It was really good. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, I'll do this anytime.